Hey, if you're a gig worker and you're working late here at night and you're still struggling, but you had a pretty good day, I want to tell you it's not your fault that you're still struggling and not getting ahead. So stick with me to the end of this video. I'm going to share with you how to break the chains and get out of this gig work trap that you're in. First of all, I want to say I believe that this is a trap of our own making. I don't think that anybody forced us to do gig work. So I'm not hating on gig work for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the path we've chosen. So, but what I want to talk about is what is the game plan? What is the end game plan? I mean, do you just stay doing gig work? I mean, my partner's mom, I call her my mom. She's 87 years old and has to get around the house in a walker. She sits in a chair most of the day. And, she's not as mobile as she used to be. She's not even as mobile as she used to be 5 years ago. And I'm 60. Now, I don't know at what point the limitations of my body will keep me from being able to hustle. I can already feel the difference now, even at 60. I mean, I'm getting clumsier, for one. I've had a couple of accidents that have been kind of eye-opening, awakening moments to, kind of give me a sign, a hint, hey, your body's, trying to tell you, you're not 40 anymore. Although I can still hustle pretty good, and I guess I've always carried a little bit of pride in that, and that's probably not a good thing, but I've carried a little bit of pride that I could hustle, and I could hustle with the best of them. And maybe I wasn't always the best, but I could hustle pretty good. I keep up pretty good with the best. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I'm thinking about all the people that are just now getting off. They've had a long day. It's late. It's 10:30 here where I'm at. And you kind of, I remember the feeling of working this late and having made pretty good money that day and having a feeling of satisfaction, but also like this thought or this feeling that I got to get up and do this again tomorrow. I mean, it's like I can't stop. I can't just stop. And at some point there has to be a stop. It just is. It's inevitable. I mean, the car breaks down. You get a family emergency. There's just so many different things that can happen that will cause you to have to take time off. And what that means is that you aren't working, which means you're not getting paid. So that's what trading your time for money is all about. Can you hear my kitten? She's like, she wants to come outside, but I won't let her out. It's too dark, and there's, big things that will eat little cats somewhere in the dark, But if you're struggling, it's not your fault that you're struggling. It's more of a mindset that needs to shift. And you need to look at what your own intuition is telling you. I know for me that I just didn't listen. I haven't listened for a long time. Like, hey, this gig work thing is not working. And I'm the kind of person, I'll just keep hitting my head against a brick wall, because I think I can move it and that I can break through it. And I'm here to say that some things, even though we've been taught to think that we should be able to break through things, some things just the best way isn't to break through. Sometimes it's better just to go a different direction or go around it. And, just let that wall be where it's at. Maybe it wasn't for you to take down. But, you may be hitting your head against a brick wall right now. And I'm sure you feel, I don't know, I feel like I have a message for somebody, and I know I got the message, so I don't think it's just for me. I think this message is related to somebody who is really struggling right now and they feel like they can't stop. Like, you don't understand. If I stop, I don't make any money and I can't pay my bills and I got responsibilities. And that's exactly my point. That unless we are doing something that is going to create a different type of income, we are stuck in this hamster wheel of hell that we created for ourselves, in this trap where the only way that we can keep making money is by showing up for work, just showing up. And a lot of people, there's millions and probably hundreds of millions. I mean, there's like 7 billion people on the planet, and I would say a vast majority of people think that this is the only way that you can create any kind of money or any kind of way for making a living. And I don't believe that's true. And I am set on finding the answer, the secret to success. And I think it really begins with a mindset shift and an awareness, a belief that there is another way. I mean, if you're believing and stuck in this is the only way to do it, then you're not going to shift your mindset. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. So my big thing is to connect with the person or persons that are really frustrated, really struggling, not knowing where the next step should be, but knowing that they can't just quit. They can't just stop what they're doing. So I have a great opportunity that I am participating in, that I am all in with. I believe it's going to be a game changer. I believe it's going to really take my income into a new bracket, and I want to share it with people. I want to have people join in with me on this journey because I believe that it's going to produce a passive residual income, and I think that it's your best shot at replacing the income you make doing gig work, so that you can finally have peace inside yourself, and having peace to pursue the kind of things that you really desire in life, and not just struggling to survive. And there's nothing worse than being in survival mode, and living that way. I know, because I've lived that way for many, many years. And in some respects, I'm still breaking through that. So, and I know it's been meant to be broken through. And I see progress being made, but it's like a diligent thing that you have to do every day, and preparing your mindset. Be appreciative and grateful. Be in a place where you're believing for something better, but also at the same time appreciating the best that you have right now. And anticipation. Have anticipation for something great to happen. And I haven't always been that way, but I don't know, when you're stuck being low and down and you have like a really negative mindset, I call them ants. And the reason I call them ants is they are automatic negative thoughts. Ants. And they're pervasive, and they are like trying to take you down, man, trying to take you downtown. And when you're working for the AI, man, it can get really frustrating. So I get it. But I want to tell you that if you're struggling and you're looking for a way out, but you don't think that you can quit, you got to check out this opportunity. It's down there in the comments, in the description of this video. Please like and subscribe. I've got more to come, and I wish you the best. And I'll see you on the next video.